What you don't know about exercise. Exercise is good for you, doctor says, but most people really know very little about how to exercise properly. What do you know about exercise? Check this true-false test. You will probably be surprised. Exercise, everyone advises, but immediately when you try, you run into trouble. There is so much contradictory, sometimes incorrect advice about exercising that you become confused. Test yourself on the following true-false quiz. It will tell you what you need to know. 1. The best way to reduce the midsection is to do abdominal exercise. False. Many people believe that when specific muscles are exercised, the fatty tissues in the immediate area are burned up. The truth is that exercise burns fat from all over the body and not from one specific area, regardless of the type of exercise. Of course, if you reduce the fat throughout your body, you will certainly see results around your waistline too. 2. To maintain an adequate level of physical fitness, you need to exercise only twice a week. False. Studies conducted by NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, show that unexercised muscles lose their strength very quickly. After 48 to 72 hours, you must use the muscles again to re-establish the good physical effects. And what does that mean to you? NASA scientists conclude that while daily exercise is most beneficial, 3 alternating days each week will maintain an adequate level of physical fitness. 3. To lose weight, you should always work up at good sweat when exercising. False. Sweating only lowers body temperature to prevent overheating. It does not help you reduce. You may weight less immediately after a workout, but this is due to water loss. Once you replace the liquid, you replace the weight. 4. You burn more calories jogging one mile than walking the same distance. False. You use the same amount of energy whether you walk or jog the mile, since in both cases you are moving the same weight, the same distance. The speed doesn't matter. Of course, if you jog rather than walk for 30 minutes, you'll cover more distance and therefore burn more calories. 5. If your breathing doesn't return to normal within minutes after you finish exercising, you've exercising from now on. It's too much. True. 5 minutes or so after exercising, your breathing should be normal. Your heart shouldn't be found conditioned and you shouldn't be exhausted. Beneficial exercise is not overly difficult, unpleasant, and exhausting. It is moderate, enjoyable, and refreshing. 6. Walking is one of the best exercise. True. Walking helps circulation of blood throughout the body and thus has a direct effect on your overall feeling of health. 7. Vigorous stretching exercise keep muscle flexible. False. Stretching exercise, for example, twisting or bending at the waist, touching your toes, should be done slowly, allowing the muscles to relax and let go. Vigorous stretching makes the muscles become tighter. And the last, the minimum amount of time you should spend exercising in a day is 20 minutes. True, there are more than 400 muscles that attach to your skeleton. A good exercise routine should contract and stretch all these muscles. And this simply cannot be done with 4 or 5 exercises in 5 or 10 minutes. From experience, I found that about 20 minutes is the minimum amount of time needed for an adequate workout. How long it takes you to become physically fit depends on how unfit you are when you start. If you are out of condition, you certainly cannot shape up in 21 days. However, shaping up doesn't do any good unless you plan to stay in shape. And that means exercising from now on. It takes as much exercise to stay in shape as it does to get there. But the work won't seem as hard after a while because your body will be in good condition and all the moves will seem easier.